Welcome. It's Psychic Tuesday, and I'm your guide, Bernice Bisson. Welcome. This is my studio. I'm in my art studio today. So I have my reading studio, which is in the French Quarter of Winnipeg. And then I am right downtown in a beautiful high rise overlooking the city. And this is my art studio. And you can see some of my work behind me. And I'm an artist and a psychic and a great cook and a grandma. So I'm kind of all these different things. But welcome. And we're going to start at the top with the astrology. We have got a Venus trine with Pluto this week in this next 7 to 10 days, which is around power, power struggles, empowerment, around relationships and things we value with that energy in Venus. And it's moving into Libra. So it is going into its ruling sign. And Libra is about peace and harmonic and um, trying to find compassion and ways to work things through, trying to restore the faith in yourself or humanity. So these are some of the bigger energies. And if we look at Sun, Moon, Rising, please listen to all three for your message for the next 7 to 10 days. And we're going to start with Aries. And you need to fully commit now, Aries. Now it's going to be the time for you to commit to your plans, your goals, things you've set out for yourself. Venus is going to work with you to help you really maybe even seek out partnerships and supports around you to help you accomplish things you need to do. And so this is a time to jump in, Aries. You're good at that. You don't have to second guess. I feel like there's going to be a time for you to really make commitments to things and to keep promises you made to yourself. Number one. Okay. Taurus is Sun, Moon, Rising. Right now, you've got Uranus retrograde. And so old surprises or old news that becomes new news. So you could get new insight to old issues. And someone is really in need of your attention. Someone's in need of your compassion. They need you to see them, Taurus. You might be spending time with people, helping them through things, helping them see themselves, helping them where they need to be. And this could even come in your social circles or your work circles. Maybe you're needed at work. Maybe you have to cover shifts. Maybe you're needed to jump in, stand in, or fill in. And again, it's going to be old surprises become new surprises there, Taurus, with that Uranus retrograde energy. Gemini, boy, aren't you the belle of the ball, Gemini? You've got that brilliant Mars energy. You have Jupiter energy. And now you've got this beautiful Venus and Pluto trine in sister air signs. So this is really about some powerful communications for you. And this is a time for you to let go of old hurts, guilts, um, messages, recordings in your head, things that you might have been telling yourself. This is a paradigm shift for you. You're going to find communications, energies, human resources, dealing with people far easier. Maybe you're just smelling better. Maybe you're just coming across better. But this next little while is really powerful for you in terms of getting what you need. But it's also a time for you to have to just let go of maybe some high expectations of certain individuals. Maybe they can't meet them. I think you can keep going anyway, Gemini. Part of why I say that is Pisces energy. There's two planets right now retrograde, so that still feels a bit foggy if you're dealing with others, and just know that. And so know it could be a bit foggy for them. Cancerian Sun, Moon, Rising. Right now, this energy, you've got Pluto retrograding to 29 degrees of Capricorn. And it's a reminder to never forget how resilient you are, right? So that usually means that you have to stand firm. You have to, withstand a strong gust of wind, maybe a wind bag, maybe people, spouting off and you always bounce back and you're always going to come out on top. And I feel like you could be dealing with big personalities, big conversations, big people, and maybe you're having to fill in the gaps. Maybe you're having to pinch hit, jump in. But reminders of the structures around you and the last few things that need to change before Capricorn moves forward. And that barrier is removed. So you'll have some final reminders of that with people. Leo, sun, moon, rising. Boy, our little lions and lionesses, this is a time to really get into your heart chakra, open that heart. And Venus is moving into Libra, which really, you're going to find through your friends, your social circles, your work circles, maybe your reputation's great. Maybe people are coming to you for things. Um, and I feel like open your heart to the invitations, open your heart to partners, open your heart to friends and family around you. There's lots of invitations and energy and even I mean it's going to be a time where people get back to work, especially with fall coming if you're in school. Um, but this is going to be a time where you're like, but I want to go out, but I want to stay up late, but I have all my friends and things. I have all these callings. I have all these fun things that are out there. And so it's going to be a busy social time. And even over the next 10 days, so even as we approach into fall, you're still going to find that that third house, lots of communications is lit up, lots of invitations, lots of even work communications and things you might have to shore up heading into the fall around emails. And with Mercury finally direct, now we can finally really go somewhere with what we're talking about. Okay, Virgo, sun, moon, rising. Being called to really motivate, stand up, to really look at plans in different ways. This is a time that you focusing on your money, your financial situations. There could be some pleasant surprises with that Venus Pluto conjunction, sorry, trine. And part of why I say that is Venus is moving into your second house. So it's going to be about being valued, what you value, cash flow, things you've been working on, and letting go of old ways of working, old ways of looking at things, old things that brought you down. You're going to have to maybe introduce new routines into your day-to-day tasks, new routines into your day-to-day life. And that could be new habits, new ways of being. And it's not just cutting things out. It's also about introducing um, positive things if you're cutting out or dealing with any old addictions or anything like that. This is a time to actually introduce new things into your life. That'll be really quite effective and powerful for you to really bear down and grind out work. This is going to be a big piece for you. Libra, sun, moon, rising. Boy, oh boy, Venus is coming. That's right up your alley there. Maybe you're going to be able to heal some relationship wounds, divine feminine wounds. Really restore friendships, romantic relationships, things like that. And I feel like with this trine with the other air signs that I talked about for Gemini is really powerful for you, Libras. um, this is a time to really take care of yourself as the sun's going to join some of this planetary action coming up in a couple of weeks. This is a time of go get your nails done, go get your self-care in, go get your extra rest, go get your regrouping, go, because your birthday you're going to really open up and start to shine, and this beautiful energy is going to introduce new people to you as you're maybe dealing with old relationship wounds. Maybe you're closing stuff out and introducing new things in your life. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. Boy, I know you want love. I know that, Scorps. But this is a time that you might be taught to stand on your own and how to be alone and and really loving yourself in that process and really loving who you are in that process. And that you're going to say goodbye to your past, your old patterns of things. And you could also have lots of stuff coming in around, lots of friend invites the next 7 to 10 days, and then it quiets down. And then you're going to get down to some time of getting into new habits as well. But you're leaving old baggage behind, old patterns behind. You've kind of resolved some things for yourself where you're like, I'm not maybe giving any time, effort, or energy to things that don't serve me any longer. And you're going to put yourself first in great ways. And I feel like don't go looking for love. I feel like if it's going to happen, it's going to happen in a very surprising way. It'll happen through people you know. I'm not giving you the online stuff this time. I'm going to say, no, it's going to come through people you know. Sagittarian, sun, moon, rising. It's all about your cash flow, your work situations, how things are going for you in work, how you're loved at work, and these opportunities. And this could be in hobbies and things that because you're very multifaceted individuals. You have all kinds of skills, talents, and some of them are crafty, some of them are physical, some of them are ideas and that. And this is a really great time for you to even explore some of your extracurricular or hobbies that you're gonna find lots of solace in. And I feel like there could be good news around your cash flow and work. And it is requiring you to work. Get on top of things. Don't procrastinate. Sagittarians, not the time for that. You'll miss an opportunity if you do. And I feel like I'll be on top of the details this next 7 to 10 days. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. Boy, oh boy, Pluto's coming back for a last dance in your sign. What are you letting go of? What is it that's going to switch with your career, your money, where you have power in your life? Where is that going to move? And as it moves to your second house into Aquarius, it's really going to light up things you value as well, and where you value, where you're feeling valued at work, your career, even long-term relationships or commitments you've made uh, to yourself or others. And this is going to be a time to really commit to them once you get to November. So this is a time to go back over old things. You could get called back on old contracts. You could be called back to old opportunities that you thought you missed. I don't think so. I think they're coming back for one last hurrah, and you can make up your mind. And this is a time to really ask yourself what you want and what do you want to move forward. It's not the time to put other people ahead of you. Okay. Or those decisions. Aquarians, sun, moon, rising. Boy, oh boy, that Pluto energy is coming retrograde, maybe taking the heat off, letting you take care of some details in your personal lives that you have to take care of. And that could be home, house, where you live, your personal effects, things you own. You could be simplifying. And I feel like the universe is preparing you for a new step into your power. And I feel like you could actually get some opportunities that come to you through volunteering, through community, through social, through online. And that could be online dating, that could be online people, opportunities, jobs. Like, this is a real place that's going to light up for you in terms of new ventures and opportunities. Pisces, sun, moon, rising with love, all my beautiful Pisces. You got a couple planets at play here, retrograde, making you feel a bit stuck, but you're not stuck. You're being given time, and you've really got this beautiful air trine energy. And across from you, you've had this Venus Virgo energy pull on you. And this is a time where, you've learned to trust yourself. You're like, you know what? I learned that. I know my voice. I know my higher voice. I'm feeling far more confident to move forward. I'm feeling far more confident, especially as we get into the next 7 to 10 days. There's confidence boosting, confidence building opportunities. There's people coming out to affirm some of the work you've been doing and to affirm the progress that you've made, and all the beautiful things that you've been able to really work through this last little while. And as your planets move direct later this year, you're going to really find that you've come miles ahead of the game and really been able to step forward. So it's some big energy for you, Pisces. Now, the one last piece I'll leave you with, the energy this is kind of a nice lull before, as we go into September, the astrological energy is going to pick up. And remember to be patient and kind with each other. And this is a nice lull. Take advantage of it. Go out, have good times. School's starting for a lot of people now and into the next week. And that it's going to come to these really busy times, and things are going to speed up like lightning. So I'll give you the heads up about that the next show. Okay. And so you can find me at bernicebissonpsychic.com. Now I'm going to go. We got to do some readings here today. So I've got Kendra in Middleborough, UK, I believe. Kendra.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Bernice. I'm here to be of service to you today. How can I do that?
Anywhere at all, like anything. Like,
Oh, just any kind of general messages? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. Well, if you don't mind, I'm an astrologer. Let's work just a little bit with just the day and month of your birth date.
What did you say? Excuse me, I've missed it.
Just the day and month of your birthday. What is that?
14th of the 4th.
Oh, so April 8th?
Yeah.
Thank you. April 8th, my Aries, sun. Let's explore this a bit, Aries. If I think about even the next 6 weeks, I'm even going to go the next 4 weeks, very much so. Aries, this is going to be a time of obligations and commitments. And as we go into September, very much so, and into October, you're going to get some yeses, some acceptances, some obligations that you may commit to or sign your name to that I think you're going to be very pleased about. And I feel like some of these commitments that you'll sign on to or that you commit to may have even come up earlier this year around your birthday or in the last 4 or 5 months. And there's something really quite lovely that you're going to shore up something around your security, your finances, your money. And it could be around income more so than just job. And so it's going to be more around your income. So there's something quite pleasant that's going to come. And that could just be, hey, you wind up getting something quite permanent. You wind up having something around your finances committed to where you can count on it. And so this is going to feel really powerful. Um, where you're going to find that it could feel like a bit of a bumpy ride, and even between now and the next 9 days, 9 weeks, I feel like your expenses might be high. You might find that there's a lot that could be part of some of these commitments, but know that it's very temporary. It's like you might just have to dish out a few dollars in the next 2 weeks just to confirm up things or make deposits on and know that it'll be okay. You've got two um, two gentlemen you're going to have to deal with, and one man. I feel like one man seems to come across as an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarian, and the other one comes across as an earth sign. There is some health issues with the man right around you. He could be the air sign. And there's something about his care, health, appointments, mobility that will show up around you. And that I feel like when I think of obligations or commitments, there's something that you could be of service to them. There's,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's all in good order. This is just in the next, even this next 3 months, and this could even be around when I think of money and signing on to things. It even could be like signing on to their finances, helping them securing up yourself. So there's something quite positive, even come October, around something to do with that, the care and finances for you and for them. Also, what comes up is um, the um, invitations to participate. For instance, you might find that you're having to host family, you're having to coordinate people. You could have visitors that are coming in. They could be coming in from um, islands, or they could be coming in from a coast. And I feel like there's something a bit celebratory, small gatherings, going out for dinner. There's something coming up in the next even 2 or 3 weeks. It feels quite nice. Feels quite nice. Um, you know, one thing that I'm curious about, my lovely little Aries, is um, there's something about you being off. Were you off work for a bit?
I've been off for about 6 weeks, like a lot of time actually.
Okay, so you've been off for a bit and you're returning, correct?
Yeah.
Good, good. While you return to work, I feel like there could be restructure or changes within the work structure that you're going to be very happy about. And I do feel like when I think about those commitments and obligations, this restructure and you coming back to work, you're going to be quite pleased about how maybe much easier or more organized or more sorted it feels. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like you're going to be pleased to get back to the routine of it for some reason. Although you may have had a beautiful few weeks off, and That's good. I do feel like there's something about getting back to the routine you're going to be quite pleased with. And I do think that I'm going to say something kind of there is some future plans to travel, and that could come up within about 6 months from now. So if I were to think about maybe if I think of the UK, maybe early spring or in this, there's a you could have a break again. And I feel like you're going to have where it could be a day's drive from you, a day going to see people, going to, and it feels that you could even be staying at an inn, staying at, but it seems to come up in about 6 months. I'm not. I feel so far away. I almost want to say like early summer, late spring, something about that also showing up in good ways. Um, you have to. So I mentioned two men. I only mentioned the one in terms of their health and your supports around them. There's another one that can pose you some challenges. And there is a man that could be kind of argumentative or a bit challenging to deal with. And I feel like I can almost hear you in my head going, "Oh, I've had enough of that. I've had enough of that man talking," or I've I've had enough of him saying. And so um I do feel though it and it could be upon your return to work even. So I could be talking about just colleagues and the like, but I do think that in short order you will sort people. It will get sorted for you and that whatever you're signing on to into this fall feels very positive. And I do think it is around your income, not just your job. So there's something quite good about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The other piece, if I think about your birthday 4/8, you know, I had, I'm just going to hold, you may not be able to see me because you're on the phone, but when you go back to watch this, this is recorded and it is posted. I'm just going to hold something up because I do a lot of notes before I get on air. And I talk about, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I'm just going to read a bit of what I wrote. I was like, whoever the caller is, I'm going to share this message with. Okay. And so you're my
Yeah.
lucky lady today. And so you're all mine now till the end of my show. So, okay, I'm supposed to tell you that help is coming and that um, there's a male around you who is a good match for you, and the two of you would be quite strong for like a good match. And I feel like that was very romantic, or that this would be someone that was a really good match right in front of you. And that hang in there. There's something about money or opportunity, something being invested in you or invested in what you were hoping for. And that there seems to be these papers offer or opportunity that you'll be able to sign that feels quite positive. And it really shores up something about even where you're living or where someone's living, and it feels quite good. There is when I talked about someone in around you, there is this brother figure that he could be brother or brother-in-law figure. And I feel like um, maybe people, three of you coming together, a group of three of you. I don't. Maybe he thinks he's funny, but he's actually challenging, and he thinks he's just a riot. Like he thinks he could be very kind of sarcastic, funny, but it might grind you the wrong way. I keep getting this sense that there's going to be cleaning out of a house, cleaning out. And it was so funny because originally I think I wanted to talk about your mom. I originally. Um, in this whole conversation and that someone's brother figure and that there's something about cleaning out a house that could be moving stuff out, having to get a cleaners in there, having to clean out things and simplify and almost like you'd be giving it away to secondhand stores or you'd be cleaning out this house and that there's something about um, a man in like a man in your family coming back or someone who had been separated out returning or coming back. They could have been at a distance. And I almost feel like this is the next like 4 weeks or something where they're coming in from away. That's going to be around family. And you're supposed to trust your thoughts about, you might have had thoughts you haven't been sharing, but you were suspicious, or you were like, I'm supposed to tell you, trust your thoughts. They feel like you're right on target, or you're right. What you're suspecting is actually what it is, even if it feels like, oh, I don't know, that can't be. I don't know. I'm supposed to tell you that. And that the final piece before I let you go is that whatever this offer does, and the papers you're signing for some reason really shores up your security. And I just feel like it's almost like this next 3 weeks are really powerful in this for you. Okay, my beautiful friend?
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you. And I send you lots of love and light. And thanks for tuning in to Psychic Tuesday with Sweet Bee. And you can find me at BerniceBissonPsychic.com. I'll see everybody in 7 days.